What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Cinder Waters, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 fragrances for date night, at least from my collection. If you'd like to hear what they are, stay right there. So here are 10 fragrances from my collection that I feel are great date night fragrances. So to start it off, number 10 on my list is from the house of Azzaro. This one's called Wanted by Night. A warm, spicy cinnamon fragrance that is perfect for the nighttime, perfect for date nights. Better than the original in my opinion, solid fragrance. Check it out, date night approved. Number 9 on my list is from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, and this one's called Ultra Mall. Out of the Le Male flankers, this is one of my favorite ones. Ultra Mall, long lasting pear, beast mode fragrance that is ultimately unisex, but works great for me. I'm sure it smells great on a woman, but it's been working great for me. Date night approved, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Mall. Number 9 on my list. Number 8 is from the house of Viktor and Rolf, and this one's called Spice Bomb. The Grenade, a bomb of spices. I know there's Spice Bomb Extreme, but for me, this one I like more. I know everybody else likes Extreme better because it has the vanilla and whatnot and it's boosted up. That one's great too, I have that, but this one is the originator for me and I like the original better. Warm, sexy, spicy fragrance that is great for the nighttime, great for dates, very inviting, very alluring. In my opinion, usually gets the job done, at least brings them close to find out what you're wearing. Number 8 on my list, Spice Bomb. Number 7 on my list is from the house of Mermetta. Shameless plug. Thank you, Steve, for sending out the shirt. I like the shirt, very good material. Fits me very nice. Number 7 on my list is from the house of Mermetta, like I said, and this one's called Le Liva. Lemon, leather, vanilla. Something that you would wear in the midday, even nighttime, just because of the heaviness of the vanilla and the leather. That is very sexy because that lemon, that leather, the vanilla, it has all aspects that I feel that work perfect for a great inviting type scent. Also a beast mode fragrance. So number 7 on my list is from the house of Mermetta. This one's called Le Liva. Number 6 on my list is from the house of Martin Margiela, and this one's called Jazz Club. Boozy, warm, tobacco fragrance that is very inviting. It has a remnant somewhat of Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP, but just a little bit more niche-y, not as sharp, it's just a little bit smoother around the edges. I love this scent a lot. This is very inviting, dope date night fragrance, nighttime fragrance. Jazz Club, get your nose on it. Number 5 is from the house of Paco Rabanne, and this one's called 1 Million Lucky. On a man, on a woman, if you have this on, you're gonna do well that night. That's all I can say. You're gonna get someone's attention. You're gonna have their attention. You're gonna keep their attention. Hazelnut, honey, plum. Not a combination that before smelling this I thought was gonna work great, but it proved me wrong. So, number 5 on my list, 1 Million Lucky. After comparing this fragrance to Jazz Club, number 4 on my list is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. This one's called Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP. Warm, boozy, tobacco fragrance that doesn't push off too much off the skin. It doesn't last long either, but honestly, for the amount of times that it can be smelled, for the length of time that it can be smelled, it is a beast. It is something that captivates their senses. It's honestly a go all the way around nice fragrance, great fragrance, sensual fragrance. Date night approved, at least for me. This is a fragrance that I actually would keep for life, in my opinion. Number 4 on my list from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP. Number 3 on my list is a two-way tie between 2 great fragrances, in my opinion, that share pretty much a great similarity in scent. So, number 3 is Byron Parfum, Mula Mula, and also Xerjoff, La Capitale. The similarities in both is the caramel and peach for me, and there's a few other notes, but the difference is this one has oud in it that is detected very slightly, and this one has leather and also strawberry in this one, where it adds onto the peach. Both solid scents. They smell very similar to me, but I can smell the leather and the strawberry in this one. This one I can smell more peach, but both do pretty much the same thing in my opinion. If ever you get a chance, solid, sensual, gourmandish scents. So number 3 on my list, two-way tie, Byron Parfums Mula Mula and La Capitale from Xerjoff. Xerjoff. Number 2 on my list is from the house of Rosa, and this one's called Creation E. Enigma. Coca-Cola vibe at the beginning, but dries down to a warm vanilla boozy fragrance. Sexy scent in my opinion. Might not be everybody's cup of tea at the beginning, but when it dries down, if you like boozy, warm vanilla scents, this one I think will be up your alley. Creation E, get your nose on it. Very sexy, worth the price in my opinion. Check it out. Number 1 on my list of date night fragrances, top 10 date night fragrances, is another new acquisition, but I wore it the other day and honestly, it's a sexy scent that I felt this has to be on the list. I don't see why it shouldn't be. So number 1 on my list from the house of Nishane, this one's called Annie. Slight citrus at the top when you first spray it, but there's ginger in the background of the top, for me at least. But further down into the dry down, there's that vanilla mixed with the ginger. And honestly, it's a sexy, sexy vanilla scent. I think it even has patchouli in it, to be honest. All those mixed up just was a concoction that just screams out sexy to me. Perfect for a nighttime, perfect for a date. Probably not the first date, maybe a second or third date in my opinion. Because it might be just a little bit challenging with that patchouli, but sexy all in all. If you ever get a chance to get a sample or test this out, Annie from Nishane, date night approved, test it out, number 1 on my list. So there you go guys, that's my top 10 fragrances for date night post COVID-19. Solid date night fragrances in my opinion. But at the end of the day, still scented water.